Hello everyone, welcome back to the Strawberry Loli channel. This is day 2 of the Dubai Diaries. Today's event was actually the main reason or catalyst, you could say, of me going to Dubai in the first place. When I saw that my favorite life coach here on YouTube was holding an intensive in Dubai, I knew that it was the universe telling me to stop stalling and book a ticket to go there already. Her name is Mina Irfan and her channel name is The Universe Guru, so I'll leave a link in the description box if you're interested in checking out her work. I'm actually not going to go into too much detail about the coaching event itself, just because, you know, it was a private group. It was a full day coaching session. The topics that we touched on were like so deep and so savage that even if I wanted to, I would not be able to fit them all in one video. But yeah, that being said, I do have some clips of just the gorgeous conference room that was provided for us. There were so many yummy desserts and drinks that they laid out for us, and people kept coming in, like the hotel staff kept coming in to refill the food as we were going on throughout the day. So definitely overindulged a little bit that day. Like I said, it was a full day event. We went from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We took a nice break for lunch, had a delicious 3-course meal at one of the restaurants in the hotel.
Convinced me of his point of view all the time. Yeah. So instead of negating him,
lunch. We were gonna have lunch over there, and there was a table. Like the restaurant was pretty empty, but there was a big table of people. So when we went and we sat down, the waiter came and he said, "That's the Prime Minister of Vietnam." So when we looked around, and he was so humble, so nice. I signed him the check himself.
And at the end of the intensive, the end of the day, Mina was kind enough to sign a copy of her first book for everyone, Contained in Love. She has her second one coming out this November, so I'm super excited to pick that one up as well. And I'm not gonna harp on this for too long because I don't believe in speaking negatively about yourself, but can I just say, if I'm 100% honest, I absolutely hated the way my makeup and hair looked this day. That cliche about your makeup looking perfect at like 3 a.m. in the morning when you spontaneously decide to do it but have nowhere to go, and yet it looks like absolute crap when you actually have an important event to go to is so true. Like, why? I'm gonna cut myself a little slack because this was only the second day of my trip and I was obviously still like discombobulated with the time zone difference and everything. So I'm not like bashing myself here, but just so frustrating, the one day that I get to meet someone that I've considered to be a huge like mentor figure in my life for the past 2 or 3 years that I've been following Mina. This is what I have to look like? Come on, universe. I thought you were on my side. But anyway, shout out to Haney, Mina's assistant and fellow subscriber, who took all of these photos for us.
Oh, yes, I do remember. Oh my gosh. Now I remember. I love it when people tell me because I usually remember the username. Yeah, because that's what I interacted. Or something. Yeah, because that's what you've been told.
Yeah, and then I was finally like, okay, this doesn't line up with like your values and the way that you want to live and the way that you want to be.
We're making our own cool.
Yeah, exactly. We're like redefining it.
Yeah, we're redefining it.
So after the lovely meet and greet and book signing shenanigans were done, honestly, I probably should have just kept that night empty. Remember, I had just had a full day of activities the day before after getting 48 hours of no sleep. So I probably should have kept my evening empty and focused on resting. But I was in Dubai, my time was limited, and there were just too many things that I wanted to do. I'm making it a new thing that every time I go to a new destination, I want to try out one of the pole dancing studios there. So I had signed up for a heels class at Pole Fit Dubai the week prior, and since I already paid for it, I had no choice but to go. So that was at 8 p.m. I went straight from the hotel that we had the intensive at to the pole dance studio by Uber. Again, I think my adrenaline, carried me through this class, but by the end of it, I was definitely spent. Like, I was ready to go to sleep. The girl that was working at the studio, the receptionist, she was just getting off work as I finished my class, so she was kind enough to point me to the nearest metro station for me to get back to my hotel. I was quite impressed with the metro system over there. I realized later that maybe they could they could use a few more stops and lines, because when I moved to my second hotel, the closest station was like 15 minutes away, which made it kind of a toss up between, do I want to take an Uber to the nearest station, or do I want to just go ahead and Uber to the final destination, right? If I'm going to have to Uber anyway. But yeah, very easy to use, easy to understand. The cleanliness, honestly, I thought it was on par with Tokyo's subway and metro. These are just a few clips of the JBR area at night, the marina, and yeah, that was the end of day 2 in Dubai.